Patiently waiting. God, I've been sick all week. What the fuck? I'm tired of being sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being sick. Some old bullshit. Ain't been sick since fucking May. I mean, what the fuck? Ain't been sick since May. Now here we are. Sick and in hell. Sick and suffering. Sick and suffering. In the darkness. It's cold. Oh, it's cold in the dark. I'm having a chicken biscuit. My God, it sounds so good. I would have made some eggs, but I ran out of eggs. Ate them all. Thankfully, they're so cheap, I can get some more. Thank you, Trump. Remember at the beginning of the year when you all was like, eggs, oh my God, eggs. And then when eggs went down and people started going, hey, remember the eggs? They went down. You all just was like, oh, well, whatever. You guys are dorks, man. That's why I don't take you serious when you start panicking and crying about Trump. I don't take it serious because I've been through it all fucking year long. All this panicking horse shit, always wrong. Like that guy on Twitter yesterday, he's like, Trump is compromised. I'm like, by who? I just love asking people questions like, and I know when I start asking questions, they don't have answers. I just know that. I don't know how I know it, but I just know. I can read you in about 60 seconds and know if you know what you're talking about or not. And I'm always right. I just ask questions and I never can get answers. Like if you have all this information, Trump's compromised, you got all this information, you'd be laying out the information. You'd be providing examples of the compromise. But instead they tell me, well, go watch this video. Go check out this guy's live stream. Okay, wait a minute. You watch the live stream every day. You watch the videos. Just sum it up. You should have some stuff in your head, floating around in your head that you remember seeing on that show that you could say, hey, well, what about this? But they never fucking do. And it's the same thing with Candace Owens. All this bullshit with Candace Owens. When you press people on Candace Owens, they don't have, oh, she has so much evidence. All right, provide it. Give me an example. They don't have anything. I watched this video the other day about Candace Owens. This guy was breaking down how she grifts, how she lies, her tactics, her manipulation. It's so fucking true. And when you talk to her fans, it's so obvious. Candace Owens overwhelms you with information, with a bunch of bullshit. And by the end of the episode, you're like, well, she had so much stuff. She said this and she said, but it's none of it's true. And she can't back any of it up. And all these people freaking the fuck out. Oh, they're going to kill her. The French government put a hit on her. Israel put a hit on her. Israel's always got to be involved. Always got to be involved. Well, what's the source of this information? The White House, people were saying the White House has confirmed that they put a hit out on her. Well, what's the source of that information? Well, it's Candace Owens. The source of this information that you're regurgitating to me comes from Candace Owens herself. Candace Owens is not a credible person. Candace Owens has a long history of being a manipulating, lying bitch. She just does. It's been her whole fucking career, bro. She's jumped from one thing to the next. She's failed at this, jumped to this, failed at this. Always trying to grift. She's a grifter. And people have got caught up in the fantasy and delusions are just getting out of hand with you people. You got to come back to reality. It's not just the left anymore. It's you people too. You right wing people have become delusional as fuck. You're telling yourself everybody wants to be a victim in today's society. Everybody wants to feel like they're getting the short end of the stick. Somebody's fucking them over. It's not true though. The only way your lives are going to get better, and I'm going to keep telling you this, you're going to have to completely change your mindset. You're going to have to stop complaining all the time. You're going to have to stop being entitled, thinking you deserve something. Oh, I deserve a fancy car and all this stuff. You don't. You deserve none of it. You have to earn it. And you have to come to terms with the reality of yourself, which is you don't have the work ethic to earn it. So just go sit down and hush. If you're getting off work and coming home getting on the game, you don't have the work ethic to be a millionaire, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to be a fucking millionaire, but you have to quit pouting about it. Quit pouting that you ain't got all this money and you ain't got all this shit. You're not willing to do the work. You're not. You can lie to yourself, you can lie to others, but I know the truth about you people. You don't have work ethic. And yes, it requires work ethic to become a millionaire. I know you've been told otherwise. Everyone's been took advantage of. Oh, they stole the money. Oh, that's not true. These people simply outworked you. You're not a hard worker. You pretend to be. You're not. You had Doug in here yesterday crying. They cut his food stamps. Had two grown ass men in here crying that Trump cut their food stamps off. These are able-bodied men. And they're sitting there crying that they ain't gonna get free food. Get the fuck to work, man. I'm so tired of listening to this shit. Get off your fucking lazy ass and go to work. I did it. Why can't you? Get up. Hey, you told me for years to get a fucking job. And I wasn't living off the fucking government. But I had to get a job. So you can go get a job. You can get off the government, dick, and go get a job. Like the rest of us. You're not special. What's so special about you? Nothing. Be honest with yourself. Quit lying to yourself all day. It's pathetic. I work so hard at my job and I don't get nothing for it. That's bullshit. And it's such bull. Anyone I've ever heard say that fucks off at work and don't do shit. It's just true. How many years of your life are you going to spend with this toxic mindset of you shouldn't have to do anything and it should be handed to you? You're going to be 50, 60 years old and it's going to be over. There's not going to be any money. And you're going to be, what are you going to be, 6 years old begging for the food stamps? You better get up now and do something. Quit crying. You're a fucking man. You're not a woman, okay? You're a man, and nobody feels sorry for you, and nobody cares. So just get up and go to work. Nobody gives a shit that you're crying and you're hungry. Nobody cares. And you're gonna go to Starbucks, get the $8 coffee. Just like me. I ordered the Chick-fil-A. You see, but I'm not like you. I'm not in over my head financially, so I'm fine. But you people are so in over your head with these bills, and you got bad spending habits on top of it. You're fucked. No wonder you're miserable. I don't blame you for being miserable. You've ruined your entire life. You went down to some bank or whatever and got a fucking loan for some fucking car you didn't need, and now you're fucked. Now you have to pay this payment every month, and you fuck. Wouldn't want to ruin my credit. You know, people are fucking, people are stupid. I swear to God. Like this video I watched this morning, this guy was like, "You're gonna die." He's like, "So why are you so worried about the credit score and worried about this? You're gonna die. Who cares? Oh, I have to acquire this and I have to. No, you're gonna die. You don't really have to acquire anything. Just get up and go to work, come home, be happy, and quit trying to acquire more shit you can't even afford anyway. Broke ass motherfucker can't even afford a car, so just come to terms with that. Don't have one. So hard about this. Be a fucking man for once in your miserable life. Act like a man. I can remember my dad was like 50 something years old. His truck broke down. And he went and bought a fucking bicycle. Not an electric. They didn't have electric bicycles back then. He bought a fucking bicycle and rode it to work until the truck got fixed. Till he had the money to fix the truck. Didn't cry to the fucking government. Get off your lazy ass. Where if I gotta listen to another nerd crying? I'm glad they're cutting everybody's food stamp. I'm glad they're getting these fucking young, able-bodied men the fuck off EBT. What are you even doing? A single man. This is how fucked it is. It's like Doug is living in a nice apartment. He's got a private gym. There's a swimming pool around the corner. It's like, why are you getting EBT? Now you see how EBT allows him to live a life he couldn't live without it? Like if he didn't have EBT, he'd have never got that apartment. Because he'd have had to spend his own money to feed himself. And he'd have to factor that into his budget, and that would change everything. So he'd be living in a cheaper apartment. People hate hearing this, but trust me, I've grown up and seen it myself my whole entire life. I've seen people like this. Your problem is you're in over your head financially. I seen a video this morning. The guy was talking about some people make $500,000 a year and they live a $500,000 life, and that's why they're broke. If you make $500,000 a year, you should be living a $250,000 life or whatever. That's the truth. That's the cold hard truth. You're in over your head because you get a promotion and you get a new place. You get this, you get that. It's all recurring bills too. It's going to keep on getting taken out of the account. Keep on, keep on, keep on. You can't escape it. And it's a lot of money too. It's like $400 or $500 a month coming out of your account. For a car, you get your car. You can't even afford a car. Don't you realize that? Don't you realize that about yourself? You can't handle a car. You know how I know you can't? Because you're begging the government for money. If you're begging the government for money, then you need to be going through your budget and cutting shit out. The car is a luxury. People need to understand there's two types of bills. Necessities and luxuries. Car is a luxury. Netflix, all that shit's a luxury. Cell phone plan, all that stuff is luxury stuff. You don't need that. You need water and electricity and pay the rent. You don't need goddamn Spotify or whatever the hell you got. So if you're really struggling, that's the first thing you need to do before calling the government for help. You need to fucking cut all that shit out the budget. Now that's something a grown-ass man would do. A grown-ass man would suck it up and say, all right, I got to get rid of this stuff because I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of this. Or you can keep on doing it, be stressed out all the time. Do what you want. Spend 2026 broke as fuck, stressed out, like you spent this year. Imagine being a grown-ass man calling fucking food stamp office because they sent a letter and said, hey, no more, no more. You're an able-bodied man and you can work. You don't need this. And they're right. You idiots don't seem to understand. The best thing's going to happen to you is when they stop giving you free shit. I couldn't imagine getting up, getting on that phone and calling it. I mean, my God, I got better things to do with my day, bro. I'm just going to go to work before I sit on there groveling on that phone to the government, begging, pleading. And they're like, well, we need this. and we need a form, and fill this out, and we need 3 forms of identification, and we need, hey, how about I just go to work and I'll just work for myself, take care of myself, and I don't need you. Fuck you and your forms and all your bullshit. And as you see with the government shutdown, food stamps is not reliable. I'm never, ever, ever going to base my life around unreliable shit. Not this fucking stream donation shit, not food stamp, none of it. I'm going to go to work, earn my own money, and take care of myself. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to call and say, what happened? YouTube can't ban me. And I go, what? On my check. Quit relying on all this shit and just go to work. Cancel all of it. They shouldn't have to cancel your food stamp. You should do it yourself. If you lock in right now by 2026, you're going to be, you're going to have got rid of the car. You're going to have done all these things. God forbid you walk to work like a man. God for fucking bid. You grow some balls. I'm sorry for you motherfuckers. You're going to be like this all next year. It's never going to stop. Your whole life is going to be spent in over your head with bills because you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do, impress other people. I got a fancy car. I got this. I got that. Who gives a shit? What will people think if I start walking? Oh, what will people say? Cares what they have to say. When you're starving to death, no one's going to be there. The government's not. You see? You understand? You got to rely on yourself. You're a man. You're not a girl. This is the problem. Men have turned into women. You're not a woman. There's not a white knight coming to save you. The government does not care. You're a man. You look pathetic sitting on food stamps. As a man, you look ridiculous. When I was on food stamps, I had 4 fucking kids to take care of, and I was married. You're a single man living by yourself. Why are you on food stamps? It don't make no sense whatsoever. And I'm glad that they're taking you motherfuckers off of it. You have no business being on that shit. Grow up. Y'all better grow up, man. I'm telling you. You better get your shit together while you can. What are you going to do? Lock in when you're 60 and work at the fucking job? Is that what you're going to do? I don't want to take a promotion. I'll have more responsibility. You're a fucking man. Crying about responsibility for more money. What? Good grief. Now, if that EBT wasn't there, you wouldn't even think like that. You would say, I need that promotion. I need that money. Fuck. I need that. But because of the EBT, you're like, I'm living comfortably. I got my food stamps. I make my $15 an hour. I'm comfortable. And Trump is shaking it up. No more comfort for you. Now you're going to be feeling the pressure. And now you're either going to put a bullet in your brain or you're going to step your game up. That's your choices now. Calling the food stamp office and begging is the most pathetic shit I've ever heard. Number one, it will not work. Why you think that's such a giant waste of time? The desperation off a move like that is crazy. You so goddamn desperate, you're calling up the food stamp office. Yeah, and I could understand if you had some kids or something you were trying to feed, but it's just you. It's just you in an overpriced apartment with an overpriced car, living an overpriced life. You make $15 an hour, but you live like you make $25 an hour. And that's your problem. And the government helps you do that. Giving you free food allows you to do that. And yet Doug was still, when Doug was getting the food stamps, he was still complaining, bitching and moaning about it. See, it's never enough. It'll never be enough for a guy like Doug. Oh damn, my Chick-fil-A's outside. Holy shit! What the? And it's so cold outside, boy, I tell you what. I mean, I know you guys are fucked. Oh, you guys are fucked. I already know you're fucked. Dude, it's cold, boy. Thank God I go to work. I can turn my heat up. Thank God. And the energy bill went down. You all gotta stop lying about Trump. I'm getting so tired of being gaslit about fucking Trump. Grow the fuck up with that bullshit. Well, you live in a place where the cost of living is lower. Like that's a bad thing. I'm not a retard. I don't live in a liberal shithole that's overpriced. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I got more sense than you. Yep. Well, we already knew that. Trust me. We already know that. We already know that. See, I got this Chick-fil-A. I didn't have to call Daddy government. I'll be at work tonight at 11 p.m. See, I like third shift because hell, I ain't been at work since Wednesday morning. I left at 7 p.m. 7 a.m. I ain't been back since. I ain't got to go back to 11 p.m. So it's like I got a whole nother day off, even though I got to sleep some of it, but whatever. Tell you what, I got to start getting sunlight. I think that's the reason I got sick, for real, that sunlight. I'm getting a lot of sunlight. It's hard, though, because I'm up during the day. I'm up till the afternoon. I could go for a walk, but it's winter, so the sun ain't even out. So it's like, fuck. Let me get me some vitamin D supplements. What's good vitamin D supplements? What should I buy? I'm gonna look at work today. That's the great thing about working in a grocery store. You're like, hey, you know, there's all the foods there. You can just, you're there all the time. No, I got Chick-fil-A. Zaxby's ain't open. I'm gonna cook a hamburger later. I didn't want a hamburger for breakfast. Not for breakfast. Yesterday for breakfast, I had eggs, bacon, toast, some muffins I made in the oven. Oh my God. It was amazing. Truly amazing. I would have made that again, but I'm out of eggs. No. Fuck it, we'll have Chick-fil-A.
God, Zaxby's is so good though. I don't blame Wings if he. I don't know. I guess he eats that. You said it in the chat. I don't watch him, but I don't blame him. That's good. What y'all crying about today? What happened with Trump today? Your little 2 day vacation's over. Your little Thanksgiving vacation. Now some of you nerds get today off too, huh? And you're crying about that. Motherfuckers give you like 3 days off. You'll be crying about that. Why can't it be 5? I wanted to travel and see my family. People are so full of shit, bro. You just wanted to be off work. You don't care about going and seeing your family. Shut up. I get so tired of people being so foolish. Just be honest. Like, I don't want to work for those 3 days. I'm just going to sit at home. Like you, I can't wait to go see my family. Your family that you hate. How funny is Foster getting mind fucked beyond imagination? It's so funny. He said I was proven wrong. Proven wrong about what, though? I don't even. What the fuck are you talking about? This dude said the N word. And so I made a joke and I said, well, T West left, so it's okay, you can say it. And then so what am I wrong about? Well, there's nothing to be wrong about. It's a joke. Damn, I know why he was getting so upset about it, because he lives over there in England. So he has to be like anti-racist and stuff. He has to say that stuff. They might read it and arrest him. I understand. Like, bro, nobody cares about the fucking N word. Like, nobody in that Discord, the black people in that Discord don't give a fuck. What Discord do you think you in? A liberal, sensitive Discord? Like, what are you talking about? Like, literally, nobody cares. There's no black person in that Discord that is a sensitive leftist baby. So, But the white Englishman, he's got to pretend to care because if they read it and they say, "Hey, what the?" Sad, ain't it? I got a bunch of shit coming from Amazon next week. They're starting to ship it all. Can't wait to get that king size bed. I got a queen size. I don't know, it feels small to me. God. I'm going to cry to Trump for health insurance so I can go get a doctor. Well, now what? Ooh. I know what I'm about to do. I'm going to smoke this blunt. And then I'm going to go play Battlefield 6 free trial that I downloaded. How exciting will that be? So imagine how exciting that'll be. What's Par melting down about? Time to come to the stream. Did Doug and that other guy in the comments yesterday start a podcast together, the Broke Motherfucker podcast? First episode crying. Trump took our EBT. He took our EBT. This is crazy. You tell people, you're like, if you spend every week, you get a paycheck, right? If you spend less of that money and save it, save as much as you can, you'll have more money in the long run. And people are just like, they get so triggered when you say that. Like, how is that not true, though? I don't understand. That's a true statement. What's not true about it? I'm not saying you're gonna be a multi-millionaire. I'm just saying, like, if you didn't buy the $8 coffee at Starbucks every day, that's like $3,000 a year. So at the end of the year, you'd have $3,000 just sitting in a savings account. Now, ain't that better than what you're doing right now? Where's the lie here? I think it's true. And that's just the $8 coffee. There's a bunch of other shit you could cut out. I mean, I gotta stop ordering DoorDash, but it sounded good this morning. And I'm not over here struggling, crying to Trump, so. My PSN is Smoky Dog 7. I still gotta watch Stranger Things. I've just been sick, just laying on the couch, laying in the bed. That's how I spent my little mini vacation. Sick. It's crazy too, because I haven't been sick since May, and that was food poisoning. That wasn't something. That was just some food poisoning, because it only lasted a day, and I was puking. This is some head cold. It's lasted all fucking week. Now, I ain't called out of work like no bitch, but still, it sucks. And I think I need sunlight. I'm gonna have to get vitamin D supplement shit since I'm working at night and shit. And it's winter time. There's like no sun. Remember during COVID, they were like, stay inside, stay out of the sun, and then all those doctors were like, no, sunlight. That's true. I think it's very true. Because when you walk in the sun a lot, you feel better. You do. It's just, I don't know what it is. You feel so much better every day. There's just something about that sunlight hitting you, like getting a lot of it every day. Like taking an hour walk in the scorching sun, just beaming on you. It is. I mean, it's hot and stuff, but there's something about it makes you feel good too. And it's the vitamin D. Like if I could get outside, it wasn't freezing, the sun was out, I could go out there for an hour or two, I'd probably feel way better. I'm gonna play this Battlefield. I'm gonna try it out. If I like it, I'll buy it. Not this week, because the money I got left's gotta go to food and stuff. The food, that's where it's going. Got nothing else to buy. See, I don't get food stamps, Doug, so you know, I gotta save a little bit to eat on. Oh, you don't get food stamps anymore either, do you, Doug? Damn. I mean, I understand you got the. I mean, I'm sure it's nice getting the. I'm sure that's nice. I've had food stamps before. It's nice, but I never had them when I was single. Without my kids, that's crazy. I didn't even have them when I had my kids, and it was just me and my kids and stuff. So, it's just crazy. God, I got those AirPod 4s coming on Tuesday. The last AirPods I had lasted for years and years and years. And they were great. I was never going to buy another set because they're so expensive, like $120. But they was on sale for $70, so I did it. Fuck it. I mean, you all heard the microphone on those other headphones I got. It's so terrible. When I'm on the phone with somebody, it's just like they can't even hear what I'm saying. It's a mess. The sound quality ain't that bad. I use them at work, listen to music on it. Those sound pretty good for $15 or $20 wireless headphones, but the microphone's ass. The last AirPods I had were like the first ones. They were pretty good. AirPod 4, I don't know what the difference is. But I don't know if they've added, but I'm getting them on Tuesday. They might come on Monday. My couch came a day before the scheduled date. Thank God. Next week will be broke. Gotta pay rent. Whole check goes to rent. A whole check right to that rent. You work all week just to pay that rent. And rightfully so, a place to live. We don't live in the woods in a tent. People get mad about it. They get mad about having to take their whole check and pay their rent. They get mad. Imagine getting mad about having to pay the damn rent. People think they should get to live in somebody's place for free or whatever. Just, people's too entitled. The entitlement is crazy. It's getting worse too. And poor Doug, man, I know Doug is struggling. Because Doug's rent is $1,400 a month. Now, he makes $15 an hour. So his checks are under $500 a week. I was making $1,565. I was making $500 a week. $499 and change every week before I got the promotion. So I know you're motherfucking broke, Doug. I know it's rough. I know that shit. I get it. I mean, I got this promotion. I could have moved to a $1,400 apartment and could have had the swimming pool, everything he's got. There's places like that around here. But why do that? Why raise your rent $500 for a swimming pool you're barely going to use? I mean, hell, winter. Most of the time it's too cold to swim anyway. So like maybe 3 months out of the year you can actually swim in that fucking pool. He doesn't even use the gym. 2 bedrooms don't even make sense for a single man. It should be a 1-bedroom place with a living room and stuff. You got a place to put your little weight bench and shit. This is insane. This Battlefield better be fun. Everybody's been hyping it up. You've been hyping it up. I wanted to play VR yesterday, but I didn't feel like prancing around. Must be I'll do enough prancing around at work tonight. Like Friday's a shift where I got to do a lot of work because they don't have enough people. I don't know. They need to hire more people for the crew, but guess who picks up the slack? Me. Which is how it should be, I guess. I make the most. Fuck it. Boneless couch is pretty sturdy, but I haven't fucked a fat girl in a long time. Kind of miss it. Sometimes you miss it. My girl weighs less than me, brother. I'm not fucking a bunch of different girls anymore. I fuck the same girl. Same girl. And her little ass will sit on my couch just fine. Nah, I'd rather be with a skinny girl than a bigger girl. Big girl got big titties. I mean, there's some advantages. They always have huge titties. But, I mean, they can't fuck like a skinny girl can. They just can't move like one, you know. Just can't. No, I didn't spray the couch. Trust me, my girl comes over, she's gonna bring Scotch Guard and spray my whole fucking couch with it. What do I know about it? I'm a man. I don't know about all these cleaning supplies. That's a woman's expertise. Toxic masculinity. I know I have it. Battlefield 6. I'm about to go try it out. I'm probably gonna be like, this shit sucks. Does it suck? I've already done my Black Friday shopping. I already got stuff coming from Amazon. Got a few things. I don't even know if I can fit that 70-inch TV in my bed. Like in this corner over here, I have to measure it. Because it has to sit in this corner right here. If it won't fit in this corner, then I'm just going to buy a 50-inch and put it in my bedroom. Because there ain't no point getting a 100-inch TV. Because I'm not going to be able to fit the 70-inch in the bedroom. So what's the point? What's the next Fortnite thing? Simpsons was I only played it once though, and I got off. Wonder what the next map is. The battle bus is gone. What? Surf. What the fucking hell? I don't know about all that. So now those gliders people bought over the years, they don't even get to use them no more. Yeah, OG's better anyway. Hopefully Battlefield's good. I won't hold my breath though. Let me guess, big giant ass fucking map. You run around. Nothing's things are happening. There's a lot of action, but you're always far away. You always see it off in the distance. And you start running to it. By the time you get there, you get killed.
and then you have to run all the way back. That's Battlefield. Just run all the way. Keep running to the action. Die when you get there. Then run all the way back. Then die again. Then run all the way back. And it's a long run too. It's a long ass run. Doesn't Battlefield have like Battle Royale too? Remember when like every game was trying to get a Battle Royale? I feel like Battle Royale kind of died out though, you know? Like we get it. Do people even play that COD Warzone anymore? COD is a joke. I can't believe people even buying that anymore. Got zombies in every game mode. It's crazy. You're running around on search and destroy trying to plant the bomb and a zombie run up and kill you. You're like, what the fuck is a zombie doing here? We heard you like zombies, so we added it to every mode. Because we heard y'all loved it. I know that's what happened, because anytime I talk shit about Call of Duty, that's what people say to me. They go, well, the zombies is still good. And first of all, it's not. It's over complicated piece of shit. And zombies gets boring after a while. I mean, there's only so far you can go. Then the zombies are just absorbing the bullets. It becomes gay as fuck. I'm sure a lot of people are using AI to make these games. Why not? There's going to be a lot of that in the future. Might as well get used to that. Eventually, AI will do a better job. AI actually do a better job than the developers will. I bet the AI will get those bugs fixed way before that developer will. That AI will get more done overnight than that developer would all fucking month. Thank God for AI. Now the price will go up. Though the cost to make the game is going to go down, and then they're going to raise the price anyway. And you know why they're going to do it? Because they know you guys will pay it. They know that you'll start flexing about $80 games. You'll say, I'm not broke. I can afford that. That ain't nothing for me. I guess you're broke. It's only $10. That's what people did with the $70 games. They took it as an opportunity to like flex on people, which is retarded if you think about it. I mean, everybody can afford an extra 10. It ain't a big deal, but if people stood together on principle, it wouldn't be 70. But you have to flex and wave your dick around. I understand, because you're a retard. What are you gonna do? Speaking of boycotts and retard shit, you see they're having a Home Depot. The liberals are gonna boycott Home Depot. And in one Home Depot somewhere in the country, they had like a flash mob. And the liberals were like posting about it. They were going, oh, Home Depot doesn't even understand. This is just the beginning. First of all, who gives a shit about your faggot flash mob? I mean, who cares? And you guys aren't boycotting Home Depot. You don't even go to Home Depot. You're liberals. You don't build anything. You don't construct things. You're a bunch of soy boys. So you're not even at the Home Depot buying anything. All because Home Depot assists ICE. They don't get in ICE's way when ICE shows up. Are they supposed to? Think about it. Think about you work at Home Depot and ICE shows up to arrest some illegal alien in the parking lot. Are you supposed to go out there in your little orange vest and interfere in the damn arrest? I don't get paid enough. I work at Home Depot. I'm not going out there. Hell, I agree with it. Arrest him. What do you expect Home Depot to do? Everybody, all these liberals expect all these businesses and all these places and all these people to like fight the federal government over illegal aliens. It's not like they're like deporting citizens or something. It's illegal aliens. Nobody's going to do that except idiots. When the federal government shows up, federal agents show up and say, hey, you're going to cooperate with them because they're federal agents. You're not going to win that battle. So why even fight it to begin with? Over illegal alien. Stand outside the Home Depot and somebody pulls up and says, hey, I'll pay y'all to come mow the lawn or something. And they hop in the back of the truck. You think people don't know that? You think motherfuckers don't know what's going on? Of course they do. That's why they're down at the Home Depot arresting them motherfuckers. Because they know they're going to be there. And I'm sorry you're going to have to pay some 12-year-old kid to mow the grass. You're going to have to pay little Johnny to mow the grass. He comes around, he wants to mow the grass. You're like, no, I can get an illegal alien from Home Depot to do it way cheaper. Because little Johnny's an American citizen. He expects a fair wage for his time. How dare he? Now, liberals like to tell you this is, they always like to talk about a living wage and all this shit. But when it comes to illegals, they don't care. If we keep the illegals, we don't have to pay them a living wage. And that's worth it to them. And see, these people have no principles. They have no beliefs. That's why I'm immune to their guilt tripping. Like, oh, do you stand for this? Do you stand for this? What about the Constitution? Ah! Spare me that bullshit. You ain't never cared about no Constitution. Nah, get them fine Latinas out of here, too. Get all these motherfucking illegals out of here. Is this what you voted for? Yes. Yes. Little Johnny wants a 50 for that lawn. Hector wants a 10. Hector wants a 10. Do your whole lawn. Little Johnny wants a 50. Come mow your ass fucking lawn, a hot ass sun and shit. Yeah, 50. And we can negotiate down to 25, but we're starting at 50. The illegal starts at like fucking 10. The illegal can't even negotiate, don't even speak English. They just look at the illegal and show him the 10, and the illegal's like, yes, sí, señor, sí. And he start mowing the grass. Little Johnny conducts a full negotiation and gets 25. He starts at 50, and the guy's like, well, that's a little steep for mowing the grass. And then he's like, well, how about I give you 20? And he's like, nah, 30. And the guy goes, how about 25? You have yourself a deal. That's why they like the illegals. Illegals ain't no negotiation, nothing. They just show them money, show them cash. I'm going to give you this, you do this. There they go. Can't speak English. Two Mexicans cut your tree. So you're using illegal labor. You're the problem. You should have paid the $1K. And if that tree would have fell on your house and destroyed it, it'd have been your own fault for paying $150 to some illegals. There's a reason they charge $1K, because there's a lot of safety precautions. We got to tie this hook and we have to do all this stuff so this tree doesn't fall on your house. Well, they tore the lawn up then. Them illegals tore the lawn up, ripped the tree out. Hell, you should have removed it yourself. Should have been a man and ripped it out of the ground yourself. Said you've got some slaves to do it. You could have paid a crackhead to do it. He could have done it for a lot cheaper than $150 too. Say, Cracky, when you get this tree out of the ground, I'm gonna give you $50. He'd have been like, oh shit. And he'd have been working on that tree. Boy, that tree would have got out of that ground. Ain't no telling what those illegals did while they were there that he don't know about. They were like pissing on his lawn and shit. One of them probably shitting the lawn. You thought it was a dog or something. Crackhead would have got that tree out for way cheaper. Mexicans love hopping fences. That's why you picked the illegal Mexicans, because you knew the fence had to be hopped. He was like, I get the expert. He's hopped the border fence. He got over Trump's wall. Hell. He hopped that. He can hop this fence. No problem. And if anything goes wrong, like if the neighbor comes outside, you can just be like, I don't know these motherfuckers. You could say, I seen them coming out, and they don't even speak English or nothing, so they're like, what are they doing? And you're just like, what is with these illegals? Trump is right. They're jumping in people's yards. Yeah, you piss in your yard. I'm talking about illegal aliens taking a shit in your yard. That's different. You're all right with it. Yeah, I let them shit in the yard, hell. Did you pick it up with like a trash bag? A little plastic bag, you picked it up? Do it, man. Threw it away. You got to be careful. Because you're messing with criminals. You paid 2 criminal illegals to cut a tree down. You gave them some type of cutting device. You could have been killed. Yeah, that'd be crazy. You call ICE, they get done cutting the lawn, ICE takes them away. Would you still pay him? Or do you not pay him too? Like, not only do you get him to he mows your grass, you don't You don't pay him, and he gets deported. Or do you walk out and you're like, good, hell of a job, Hector, hell of a job. Listen, here's your money, but you're going to be going home today. And then the two ICE agents walk around the corner. You're going to be home, Hector. Don't panic, Hector. It's all right, buddy. You got to go. It's nothing personal, but you got to go. You did a great job on the lawn, don't get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. The lawn looks fantastic. I'm going to miss you, but you've got to go. You've got to do things the right way, Hector. You've got to go. It's not right for you to be here. You betray his ass. You get $2,000 for calling? I didn't know that. Hell. $2,000? Is it $1,000 and illegal that you report? Gee, you could change your life if you find enough of them. The illegal hunter. There's going to be YouTube channels with motherfuckers doing this. They're going to be catching them. Like Dog the Bounty Hunter. He'll be in the car talking, you got to change your life, brother. You got to come in the country legally, brother. You want a cigarette before you go, before I take you in here? Have a cigarette. Have a cigarette and a cup of coffee before we take you in here. Dog the Bounty Hunter was wild. He'd arrest this motherfuckers. They'd be cuffed in his fucking... Guy, not even a cop. You got this motherfucker cuffed in the back of the car. And then he'll be lecturing him like, fucking, you gotta change your life, you know? You gotta do things the right way. Now here, take a couple hits of this cigarette. Because where you're going ain't gonna be no cigarette. Ain't gonna be no coffee. You're going in there, you're going in this cell in here. Then he like hug him. Sorry, brother. Sorry I had to lock you up. Sorry I had to arrest you and put you in fucking jail, but that's my job. It's what I do. It's nothing personal. Business. This is business. Now you're going to go in this building and I'm going to go collect some money for putting you in here. It's a beautiful day. And use this as an opportunity to change your life. Stop being a criminal. There was a few episodes catch the same guy multiple times. He'd be mad as hell too. Gave him a cigarette. Was nice, this motherfucker. He came, got out. Had to catch him again. A lot of people say turkey tastes like shit. Who cares? Vance derangement syndrome. J.D. Vance isn't allowed to have an opinion on turkey. He can't have an opinion. He can't not like turkey. I'm offended. Who cares? It's like them freaking out because Trump don't have a dog or something. Who cares he don't have a dog? Oh, how does he not have a dog? There's a lot of people don't have dogs, man. Who cares? Remember Joe Biden's dog biting everybody every week? He bites somebody. Trump was like, I'm not getting a fake dog to pretend like I have a dog. I'm not doing it. I'm just not having it. I don't have a dog. Get over it. JD Vance doesn't like turkey. So funny, JD Vance defends Nick Fuentes' right to free speech all the time. Does it publicly all the time. And Nick Fuentes, I know he hates it too. I know because he wants this guy to be his enemy. Like, this guy come after me. He wants to sell this bullshit narrative about Vance, but it's just not. It's not based on reality. Because he doesn't call for you to be censored. He actually defends you and says you should have a right to speak. And what's going to be absolutely fucking hilarious is in 2028 when Nick Fuentes is defending the Democrat and telling you to vote for the Democrat who wants to ban people like Nick Fuentes and publicly is not afraid to say it. And he's going to be telling you that you need to vote for that person over Vance. It's weird. It's an odd thing. I don't know. It's an odd thing. It makes me question his motives. Like, what's he out to really do? Like, what are his real motives? Because he told you to vote Kamala Harris. He's telling you not to support Trump anymore. He was pushing like Gavin Newsom. I mean, what? Sorry, but I don't buy into that. Vote Democrats into power, let them destroy everything. That tactic that they think is going to work, where, oh, we'll let the Democrats just rule over everything, destroy everything, and then we'll get our way in the end. Like, no. What you're going to get is a bullet in the fucking head is what you're going to get if you want to play that game. Because you're going to... These little kids, man, these like 20-year-olds think they can like win a civil war. So it's just... And none of that's going to happen, by the way. There's not going to be a fucking civil... Like, all this is internet fantasy nonsense. It's not going to happen. In the real world, people just think those people are weird to sit on there fucking... People like Nick Fuentes is just weird. It may seem like he's kind of mainstream on the internet. Oh, he's so big. But in reality, he's just a podcaster. It's easy to get caught up into bullshit and believe like these people are important, but in reality, they're not. I've seen people say Nick Fuentes is more relevant than Trump or something. Like, you're retarded. Trump's the most powerful dude on the planet right now. There's nobody more relevant than Trump right now. And Nick Fuentes' problem is he hasn't been tested. As he gets bigger and he grows, he will be tested. He will have to take on people that can hang with him. It's not going to be like beating up on Destiny on a live stream or something. He's going to have to debate people with real credentials who can debate him. They can handle him. And he's going to fall. I mean, he's going to lose to some people. He's going to have stumbles. It ain't going to be like getting banned by the left where that makes you more powerful. It's going to be getting humiliated. And you're going to have to, we're going to see, we're going to see who he really is after that. I think a lot of these people on the internet, it's just kind of, they're just not, they don't have any power. They just talk on a show. And it's not that deep for most people. People listen to it. They're entertained by it. But some people get caught up in it. And, oh my God, this guy's it's a revolution. No, man, it's just a podcast, bro. It's just a show, bro. And people listen to it. And they're like, that guy's funny. These people that are like obsessed with the Nick Fuentes and It's weird. It's kind of weird. I seen something the other day, like they're all... A lot of his fans on Twitter are like motherfuckers from other countries and shit. It's weird. Like a lot of the big Nick Fuentes accounts are not even in America. Like America first, but it's like a lot of his fan base doesn't seem to even be American. You have to understand that anti-Jewish stuff, Muslims are going to push that stuff because they agree with it. And there's a lot of accounts from like Pakistan and shit that are like running Nick Fuentes fan accounts. Makes sense. It makes total sense. But don't get so caught up in thinking that Nick Fuentes is some force in America. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think he appeals to a certain type of man. He's funny, he's entertaining, but those hardcore Nick Fuentes fans are like guys that aren't getting no pussy. They have no girls. They're kind of miserable. And they're looking for someone to blame for their failures. And so they blame Jews, I guess. Oh, it's the Jews. Oh, Donald Trump betrayed me. All this stupid shit. I understand the government fucked you, the society kind of fucked you in a way, but at the same time, you sound like a bitch. All those things considered, and all those things are true, but at the same time, you sound like a bitch. I mean, that black pill bullshit is like, why don't you just go shoot yourself then? I don't even understand why you're still alive. If you're black pilled about life, what's the point of getting up every day then? All hope is lost. Oh, the Jews. Oh. Miserable. Oh, the boomers. The boomers fucked me over. Everybody fucked me over. The reality is you fucked yourself over. One day you'll see this. One day you'll realize, ah, damn, I wasted my 20s sitting on the internet crying, being a Nick Fuentes fanboy, crying about Jews, crying about, yeah, I should have been working my ass off. That's what I should have been doing. But I wasted it. Being a bitch. You know, my dad was a boomer. He worked his fucking ass off every day. So that's why boomers have stuff. That's why they have a house and everything. Not just because the houses were cheap back then. That's true. But also because they actually worked. And didn't cry like a bitch about it every day. You think all these people didn't work? When they were your age, you don't think they worked fucking jobs? And what do you think they were doing? Are you retarded? You can vote your way out of it. You can stop voting for fucking Democrats. You could stop pretend. You gotta understand. The Israel stuff is a fucking psyop. It's to make you think like you can't vote for. Well, you can't vote Republican because they like Israel. The Republicans will be better on this and better on that and better on this and better on that. But fucking Israel, so I can't vote for them. It's a psyop. It's a fucking joke. You're not going to vote for Democrats because you know they're fucked, but you're like, I guess. So then I guess my only choice is Republicans. Oh, but wait a minute, Israel. Oh, well, can't vote for anybody. And that helps Democrats win elections, and that's who's really fucking things up. It ain't fucking Republicans. Pull your head out of your ass. It ain't Republicans letting criminals roam the streets. It ain't Republicans letting everybody sit on EBT. These are not Republican fucking policies passed by Republicans weren't pushing these things. They're like, well, Donald Trump likes Lindsey Graham, but he doesn't like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I just don't understand. People love to play dumb, boy. They love to play dumb when they talk to you. And it's an act, and I see right through it. I just don't understand. Well, it's perfectly easy to understand. When Donald Trump is trying to pass a bill in Congress, Lindsey Graham votes the way Donald Trump tells him to. Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene grandstand and vote against Donald Trump. Now, it's like J.D. Vance said, politics is a team sport. It's just the way it is. Nothing's going to get done with this grandstanding, I'm an independent bullshit. Pick a side. It's the way it is. This country needs to grow the fuck up and realize we have two sides right now. Pick one. Pick a side. Because I'm sitting on the fence like, fuck it. It's just, there is no fence sitting here. And when it comes to like Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, and now Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm just sick of that. Like, we voted for Trump. Listen to Trump. We didn't vote for you. You're not the president. Stop. Why are you trying to derail Trump's agenda? It doesn't even make sense. Why are you acting like a fucking resistant Democrat? People wanted the big, beautiful bill because it gave all this funding to ICE to deport all these illegals. Well, there was other stuff in it. Of course there's other stuff in it. Just like every other goddamn bill. How come when it comes to this one bill where we're going to get something we actually want in it, that we actually voted for, oh, now it's a problem. Now we got a grandstand. Fuck off. Vote for the fucking bill. Vote for the goddamn immigration shit. It is what it is. I'm sure you voted for a bunch of other fucking stupid ass bullshit bills, but you won't vote for this? Thomas Massey, Rand Paul ain't never got nothing done. They've never accomplished anything. They just grandstand. They say all the right things, but they don't get anything done. Go start a fucking podcast and say all that. That's fantastic. But you're not doing anything. And Trump's telling them, let's get things done. He's like, the Democrats would do it. We need to get things done. And they won't listen. You should have to work to eat. You should have to work to not be homeless. That's what keeps society running. That's just the way it is. This is a system that was put in place long ago. Why was it put in place? Because it was the only way to get people to get off their ass and do anything. Because if you didn't have to pay rent and you didn't have to pay for food, you wouldn't work. You wouldn't. So many people would not work. They just lay on their fucking. Look at the food stamps. Nobody's bowing to a system. See, that's child. You got to break free of that. That is the mindset of a teenage boy. You have to get the mindset of a full grown ass man, and this is that mindset. You get up, you go to work, you contribute to society like everybody else, and you get paid for it. And you can use that money for whatever you want to use it for. This is not about fighting a system. I like the system, and so do you. So do you. You just can't pull your head out of your ass long enough to realize you like living in America. You like having a nice place to live. You pay rent to someone. They come out and fix something if it breaks or whatever. Stop crying. Stop pretending you're living in some slave system. You're not. You're not even close to being a slave. You are a pampered American citizen. And if you don't like the cost of stuff, well, then quit voting for fucking Democrats. Jesus. How many times it's got to be said? There is nothing wrong with the system we have in this country where you get up, you go to work, you contribute to society, you get a paycheck. And the issues in our society are self-inflicted because you let the border stay wide open, brought all these... You think all these illegal aliens in this country is helping anything? You think that's helping your rent go down? You know, when they got a bunch of empty fucking apartments and shit because all these illegals are deported and all these... So a lot of these illegals... There's too many foreigners in this country. Trump was talking about it in that tweet. There's just too many. They all have to have a house. They all have a car. What happens if you deport millions and millions and millions of them? And then you have all these apartments opened up. And they need to fill these apartments. They need to get people in them. Well, they're going to have to lower the rent. You don't have a house in crisis. You have too many fucking people here from other places that are living in the houses and living in the apartments. You could solve a lot of problems by just deporting all these people. Like in North Carolina, they were doing ICE raids and like the schools were shutting down because there wasn't enough kids showing up. Like most of the children at the schools are illegal aliens. People shutting like businesses down. Oh, the business is closed today because everyone that works there is an illegal alien. It's a problem. It's a huge problem. And of course, that business, you know, that's... You got those illegals out of here. Some American citizen could buy that space and open up their business. But no, they have to compete with illegal labor. It's a mess. You got illegal alien superintendents of school districts. I think I seen one, the sheriff of the town was illegal, I think. He was a cop or something. I think he was a fucking sheriff. Or he might have been the mayor or something. I don't fucking know. It's some crazy shit. It was so crazy. I quit thinking like a little kid. You don't live in the fucking Matrix, bro. You don't live. Yes, you should have to pay for food. Yes, you should have to pay rent. Yes. Because someone has to prepare that food. Someone has to do something. Someone has to kill the cow and slaughter it and make a burger. Someone has to do that stuff. So why should you get that stuff for free? It's just like healthcare. Why should you get healthcare for free? Someone has to perform the healthcare on you. The doctor has to be paid somehow. You're going to have to pay the doctor. Now, should it be a lot cheaper? Of course. But the reason it's so expensive is because you voted for Democrats. It's really that simple. One day you'll realize life is really that simple. If you just stop, that doesn't mean the Republicans are perfect. But if you just stop voting for Democrats and get your head out of your ass, you'd have a much better life. Quit sitting around feeling sorry for yourself that you got to go to work. It's so fucking gay. You're not special. There's nothing to feel sorry about. You're at work. So what? Poor you. Poor you. Work's a part of life. It's how you have money. Once you accept that, you'll be better off. Stop crying about having to go. Be grateful you get to go. Be grateful you have a fucking job. You get a fucking paycheck every week. Oh, the horror. And most of you don't do nothing at work anyway. You slack off all fucking night anyway. Fuck are you crying about? You don't do nothing. I actually do stuff at work and I don't cry. That's probably why, because I'm so busy. I don't have time to sit there and think about, God, I hate being here. Because I'm busy doing things. Question the system. Don't bow to it. I'm bowing to it. Thank you, system. I'm like that guy in the Matrix that's eating the steak. Remember him? Well, he's like, I'm gonna have him put me back in. To put me back in. He's like, this steak tastes pretty good. Put me back in. Nah, I started questioning the system. Now I live in a fucking sewer or something. In the Matrix, they were living in like underground in like a cave, eating slop and shit. That one dude was like, "Why do this?" You know, like, what am I? We're gonna defeat the machines. I mean, I'm just gonna get back in there and eat a steak. Fuck it, man. Question the system. What's there to question? What question? I know the question because I see it all the time. Is this all life is? Is this all life is? I have to go to work. Is this all it is? So everybody else has to go to work, right? So because someone has to, like, all that shit you buy and all that shit you do and the places you go, there's people work there. There's people doing a job involved in all that shit. And so they got to work, right? You want them to work so you can get that stuff. But you can't do anything. That don't even make sense. Who thinks like that? I shouldn't have to be part of this system. I like the system, you know. When I call up DoorDash, I want that son of a bitch to bring my food in his car. And I want him to do it in a timely manner. But when I work and someone's relying on me to do something I don't want to do, I'm going to fuck off is what I'm going to do. Now, if you ordered DoorDash and that motherfucker fucked off and your food was cold and you were like, what, this motherfucker was twiddling his thumbs in the parking lot. I was watching him on the GPS. He was twiddling his thumbs in the parking lot for 20 minutes with my food. Some girl was sucking his dick or something. You'd be mad calling customer service wanting your money back. But you're at your job not doing a damn thing. Slacking off. Fighting the system. I'm not going to be another cog in the wheel. Yes, you are. You're a cog in a giant ass wheel. Get over it. Get over it. Be grateful to be a cog. Yeah, the AI stuff, that's a real thing to think about. They say it's going to take up 90% of jobs, yeah. I don't know. What am I going to do about that? So you better work and make some money now, I guess. And hell, the dollar loses value by the day, so maybe you should just take your money and buy stuff with it. Who knows? That's what I've been doing. Bought me a couch and buying a new bed. Fuck it. While the money's worth something, might as well get some shit. Might as well get a new bed. Might as well get a new couch. Might as well have a VR headset so I can be in the virtual world while the real world sucks. Might as well get the AirPods. Might as well. That's life. Technology comes and it changes the world. That's history. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're not powerful enough to do anything about it. So you will just have to deal with whatever happens. And that's the way it is. If the AI launches the nuclear weapons and blows the world up like Terminator, you'll just have to go, well, fuck. I mean, what were you going to do to stop it? What could you have done differently? Maybe if you would have cried on the internet some more, things would have been different. No, and there's nothing you can do. You got to live in the present. And the present, you're going to work later. That's what you're doing. That's your present. And I don't think too far ahead about it. Hell with it. It's like you could save all your money up, but is it going to be worth anything? 10 years from now, is that money going to be worth a damn? Who knows? If you're paying attention, doesn't seem like it. Nah, you're not stopping nothing. You ain't gonna put the effort in. You don't even want to go to work. There is no society that we're ever gonna live in where you ain't gonna have to go to work. So just wake up. No one's gonna give you free money for nothing. You didn't do anything to get it. They just hand it to you. That's not happening. No such thing as free money. Like, let's say you got cancer and you started a GoFundMe and people started giving you money. You may think that's free money, but no. you had to get cancer to get that money. There's nothing free about it. You're having to fight cancer to get that money. If you didn't have cancer, you wouldn't be getting that money. What's free about it? It comes with a heavy price, that money. A heavy toll. Nothing is free. That's why, like, I'm grateful. Like, when I go in the break room, they got free pizza or something. I'm like, damn, because this wasn't free. They didn't have to give it to me. Nice free pizza. I'm not like you people and go, this is all we get. No, this isn't all we get. I get a paycheck every week. This is not all I get. What the fuck? Stupid shit. What about that paycheck I get every week? I pay all my bills with and buy shit with. What about that? As we pretend the company you work for doesn't do anything for you. Well, they should send me the paycheck for free. I shouldn't have to come in and do anything. Who thinks like this? I shouldn't have to come in and work to get it. Crazy. Hey, yo, I'm gonna get on that battlefield. Hey, guys, damn bad. Try out that battlefield. It better be good, I tell you what. Y'all been hyping it up. Oh, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. $70. So look for me to go live on there.